Rebecca Stevens from Workbrighter here. I've been reading a book by Adrian Furnham on the backstabbers and bullies and how to cope with the dark side of people at work. And it's really triggered a lot of thoughts around leaders and when I do leadership recruitment. And really the evidence that's still ongoing that people don't actually ask, when they're doing leadership assessments, they don't tend to do much more than a panel interview and a presentation. And really there's a lot of reliance on headhunters and recruiters doing a lot of the assessments prior to presenting the leaders to the organisation as a potential, financial director or a potential chief exec or a potential chief information officer. And whilst they're doing their best, and they will look at the CV and the background, and they'll do some research around the person, it doesn't tell you everything about the person. I mean, those hidden traits, those things that derail them, will not really appear in their past experience because people are quite good at covering it up. And frankly, organisations kind of would rather leaders left rather than embarrass them. So one of the things I find really valuable, which Adrian talks about a lot in his book, is looking at, well, what do people do when they're under stress? What is there? And in kind of the research, it's called the kind of dark side, which sounds a little bit Star Wars, but it's there's a tool called Hogan Development Survey that I've used a lot alongside other personality instruments, and it helps you understand what people are like under pressure. So, for example, when you're confident, for example, confidence is something a leader needs, and I absolutely look for confidence. But confidence can become arrogance, it can become talking over people, it can become wanting to be the centre of attention. Knowing those aspects and knowing what situations might trigger a leader to go into stress with their kind of personality traits is a really helpful aspect to understand, and really brings another dimension to understanding a leader before hiring them for your organisation. Because it might be you need a certain trait, or it might be you need to avoid a certain trait. It all depends on your culture, and it depends on the objective of the organisation. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of share those insights with you. Highly recommend Adrian's book. I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, if you want to, I'd be interested in your own stories of leadership gone wrong. And you can find out more on workbrighter.co.uk/secrets. Thank you.